recorded, so don't worry about that. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Embrace Empire first official team call of 2020. We usually have our big team calls on Mondays. It's our Slay Squad team calls and Team Fit and Funky. And if you don't know what calls those are, it's totally fine. Those are our grandma coach and I guess you can say great grandma coach. So it's Danielle Natoni and Lori. So those are the two calls that are on Monday nights, and I always post them in the events in our section, but also make sure you are part of the Fitabulous Coaches team page. We always have these events in the event section as soon as possible. And next week, I'm actually the guest speaker on the Fit and Funky call. So if you want to learn about mindset, that's where we're going, and we're going to take it there next week. But for all of we have a ton of new coaches on, and I'm super, super excited with you guys because I think that first and foremost, I kind of started something new this year. We have a small thread for our new coaches in Facebook Messenger. So if you're a newer coach or actively starting to work the business, let me know. If you're working with one of your coaches that are on here already, cool. But I didn't want to put you guys in a thread with all of the coaches because I know it's really, really confusing. So first and foremost, check your emails. If you're a new coach, I send out a new coach email, and it just asks you what kind of coach you want to be, what your goals are, and it really helps me align with you and your goals. It also kind of tells me where you want to be in this business, if you're doing it for the discount, what struggles you might have, where you see yourself in the next year, but also has some getting started right links. And it's actually a link to your back office. Really fast, I'm just going to show you guys the back office. I'm not going to go into detail because I have other things that we're going to jump into tonight, but I do also know that we have new coaches and I think it's really important. So don't mind, I was shopping earlier. Don't mind let me see if I can even get on here because it was being really, really stupid earlier. Okay, so Google doesn't like me right now. I need to go clear my cookies. Let's see. I'll sign in here. So you're always going to log into coach.teambeachbody.com, you guys. And then I'm just going to, this is my second business center. I'll log in here and show you guys what is here. This looks just like your business center. It's just, this is a different business center and it's easier to show when I don't have all this stuff in here. So this is what your back office looks like. The first thing that you guys need to do is go up here to monitor your business and go to your EFT management and make sure that you are set up on direct deposit unless you want to wait 3 weeks for your check. Okay, all of my stuff is direct deposited. You get paid every Thursday. It's amazing. You wake up with it, boom, bam, done. I love it. It has helped my family out so much because my husband is paid monthly. So trying to budget that can be difficult. So make sure that is set first and foremost. Second, you want to know what your coach ID is and get really familiar with your coach ID. Write it down because people are going to ask if they come transfer underneath you or if you go to share a card to try to set up something. You're going to need to just understand and know your coach ID for a lot of different things. Training, you guys, getting started, okay? Getting started in the Success Club system. This is really where I would like you guys to start. I went ahead and in the email I send you guys, all of these videos are in that email. So they're front and center. You just have to click them. Your whole Getting Started Right is 22 minutes long. This is amazing. It used to be over 2 hours long. So they really have like aced it down to a T, what you need to do in the first 24 to 48 hours of your business. And then your Success Club system, Success Club activity tracker, how to use it, and what the vital behaviors are, things of that nature. So hands down, your vital behaviors, you guys, if you're going into this thinking that you don't need to do your vital behaviors, I'm here to say I personally feel personal development is number one. Okay, being proof of the product is one of them. Connecting, inviting, personal development, and then recognition. Personal development to me changed my business, and it depends on where you're at in your life, right? So we need to, if you're a newer coach, something like the 5-second rule or the compound effect is going to be something that's going to be very feasible. It's an easy read. There's one that I sent to Amanda called Get Over Your Damn Self. It's a great book, and it's short and sweet, and it's written by Roden and Fields leader, and it pretty much breaks it down on how to get over yourself and get out into the market. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys where this training is. So monitor my business, training, and grow my business. Okay, there's all sorts of things here where you can like product tools and shareable guides, but if you ever want to learn about a program or Shakeology or anything, collagen, anything like that, it's all right here, and you can literally click on it. I'm just going to click on Collagen Boost, but they have everything. The benefits of Collagen Boost. There's a logo if you need a logo for something, you want to share it on your, Instagram stories, but there's all these different things that you can use, and you can actually copy the link if somebody asks about it and send them that link. So it's perfect. That is what we pay our $15.95 every single month for. They are consistently updating this. And if you are on here and you have not gotten your Summit ticket yet, Summit is our convention that we hold once a year. This year, it is July 15th through 19th. It's in New Orleans. If we have a large population from the Dallas area, I've already let Amanda know we can drive. I have no issues driving. It's 8 hours, and honestly, it's not that bad. So we can drive there and we can drive back. That's not a big deal at all. So it's on sale this month, guys, for $165. Or I say this, we will get you to Success Starters, and we'll go into that, but helping 3 people in a 3-month period over the next 6 months, you earn your ticket to Summit. So that's kind of a nutshell what Success Starters is. Don't worry, we will get into that, but just know you can earn your ticket to Summit or have it reimbursed. So if you want to get it now and you hit Success Club this month, next month, and in March, or you're there 3 months out of the next 6 months, it will be reimbursed to you in your bank account. Okay, I am going to stop sharing. Let me see. Stop sharing that. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about, hold on one second, guys. I'm on a call. Okay.
Heather, you're on mute.
So I'm sitting here yelling. No, I'm sitting here talking about him. No, sorry, mom life happened and I put myself on mute. Okay, first thing I want to talk about with you guys tonight before we get into Team Cup. And Team Cup is going to be teams of 5. Okay, and if you're on here, I know that you've probably shown interest in Team Cup. Next month is Team Cup month. And we are looking, so Amanda's a diamond, I'm a star diamond, and then Morgan's on here. She's a diamond coach. And then we have another coach, Chelsea. She is a diamond coach. These are all leaders on our team that are looking to run with people that want to run and push next month, because it's the month where we are running to see how many people we can help in that month. It's fun, it's full of prizes, but you guys, it is hardcore. And we want people that want to run. We want people that want to work this business, that are going to step out of their comfort zone, step out of the fear and say, I don't care if people are going to tell me no. I know I can do this. I know there's something in this. And I know it's something more than just showing up and doing my workouts. Y'all, this community for me has been amazing. I've met so many people online and offline and in person. Like, it has been truly an amazing, amazing experience. And if you think that you can do it, you have to put think out of the equation. You have to know that you can do it, right? And put the belief there. A true leader, and I say this because every single one of you, when you signed up, there was something in you that said, I want to help other people. The belief is there. Now you just have to put it behind you and know that it's going to happen. The more people that you invite, it's just a fact. The more people are going to join and the more people you're going to help. So if you think about it and you're not going into this saying, I'm here to make money, I'm here to just add points to the board. I'm here personally to change people's lives. I'm here personally to help somebody get healthier. And that's truly, honest to God, where I come. I come with my full heart. There's people that might sign up just with the 3 month of on demand. I will help them the exact same way that I help somebody that buys a $400 challenge pack from me or toolkit. So if you have that mindset of, I'm going to go into next month and I want to rock it out, the top prize, you guys, we get flown out to the headquarters in Santa Monica. We get to have one-on-ones with all of the trainers, all of the super trainers. We get to have a one-on-one with Carl Deichler, the CEO. We get to have tours and we get really presented like royalty, okay? Is it possible? Yes. There has never been the same team that's won this, ever. Because a lot of the times we as leaders, there's only a certain amount of diamonds and star diamonds that can be on the team. The rest have to be new coaches or emeralds, which is awesome because it gives us a chance to work with you guys. And I think the biggest takeaway, you guys, of this is you just have to go into it. And if you're ready to run, just know it's going to be a push. You're going to be pushed outside your comfort zone, A. You're going to have a lot of objections probably as a new coach, and that's fine. But you're also going to freaking grow like a boss, man. Like, this month makes me so fired up because it tells you how the rest of your year is going to play out. I always start off my December really strong, the December before. Why? Because usually that's the slow month for everybody, right? But if I can make it in December, you know you can make it January throughout the rest of the summer because everybody wants to get fit. And here's the thing, we have a lot of fad diets. We've got the keto, we have the, diet pills, the wraps, all of these things, but they don't have a total solution, which is nutrition plus fitness equals a healthy lifestyle. And it's very simple. We have 2 nutrition plans. We have over 1,300 different workouts that we can help them get and achieve and figure out what's going to be the best fit for them for a very, very, very amazing price. Okay. So Team Cup, if you are ready to hardcore run, that's where we're going next month. We have to be signed up by January 31st. And Morgan, Chelsea, myself, and Amanda, we're going to double up. Okay. So it'll either be Morgan and myself, Amanda and myself, Morgan and Amanda. We're going to, Chelsea and myself, it'll be a combination. And then we're looking for 3 more people for each team. So just know that if you get put into this, it's going to be a push, and that's fine. We're going to go through trainings. You're not going to be left behind. We have lots of scripts, and if you want this, just know that you can do it. And it's going to start right now. Get excited and start telling people that you have a new opportunity that's going to be starting. And I always say, start it at the end of the month. Why? Because then you can hit Success Club this month and then go into February and just be amazing. So I always say start, you don't have to be running the challenge group or the accountability group by yourself, but pick a date and run with it. Okay? If you are new to this and you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's totally fine. I'm going to say my next group is going to start probably the first week in February. So that means the last week in January, we need to just start putting it out there. Hey, my new group is going to be starting in February. It's really time, because this is the month to do it as well. It's $160 to get started. I don't think it's going to be that price next month. It typically goes back to the regular price the further into the year. So that's number one. Number two, I see a lot of people on this call, and I'm going to give some tough love. New coaches that have been coaching a while, older coaches that want to come back. Get out of your own damn way. I love every single person on here. I am not here to run your business. I am here to run with you, run your business. And it is not my job to be checking your back office, and it is not my job to be letting you know that you might be an inactive coach tomorrow, you might drop your rank tomorrow. You should be looking at your back office every single day. Why? Because it's your business. If I read this in this book that I'm reading, you need to treat this business like you just went out and bought a $250,000 franchise. You just took a loan out for $250,000 and you are opening up a franchise, and you have to make it work. Otherwise, that $250,000 is going to have to be paid back. Show up and run your business. Whether you're a hobby coach, whether you want your products paid for, whether you want to make this a full-time commitment, I'm running with it, y'all. We are going to be an elite team this year, and if you want to be there with me, I want you there with me. It's going to be a fun freaking ride. Let me tell you, I have so much planned for us this year. I just realigned our team retreat that's going to be in April, and I decided, why not bring it to Dallas? Why not bring it to one of our super weekends we have planned in the middle of April? And why not have a fun weekend at an Airbnb, go around, we're going to do a photo shoot, we're going to have some fun, eating out, having team building, and we're going to end it with a Super Sunday event. Because honestly, there is nothing that will get you fired up than a Super Sunday in Dallas, unless you're in Philly, because they have they have an amazing Super Sunday. But Joel's going to be here with our new 10 rounds that's coming out in May. We have some amazing, amazing things. And so instead of me taking you guys down to Fredericksburg, which was my idea, I want all my diamonds here. Why? Because Lori's going to come along. She will be there the whole weekend. We're going to do s'mores. We're going to have some margaritas. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some team building. And if you are in Disney with us in November, you know that we had a blast. And I'm going to tell you, if we end this year elite, I am taking you guys back to Disney by myself. Lori might come to be a speaker, but I will take my team to Disney, or we will go to an all-inclusive down to Mexico. Those are my two options for you guys, and I'll probably put a poll up and say, if we're an elite team, my diamond coaches are coming with me, let's choose a poll and let's go. And the only thing you'll have to pay for is your flight. Boom, bam, done. And I'm serious when I say that. So whether you're motivated by trips, whether you're motivated by money, whether you're motivated by freedom, because I know a lot of you guys want the freedom, correct? You want the freedom to be with your kids more often. You want the freedom to be able to do this full time instead of going in to an office and working a job that you're not happy with. You want to be able to help people because you love this business and you love what it's done for you. You guys, Erin, I'm going to shout Erin out right now. She is going to go all in with her nutrition because she's had so many issues and surgeries, and her journey is truly phenomenal. And at her lowest weight, she weighed 78 pounds, 80 pounds. Okay. And she has been in and out of hospitals, and I've known her since high school. And I am pumped up for the amount of lives she's going to change. We have Melissa, you guys. She wants to be able to help pay for nursing school. How awesome is that? I just saw Lori's daughter do this going all through nursing school. She showed up every single day as a diamond coach, helping out pay for her nursing school. Okay? We have Katie, who wants to build a financially stable business. Y'all, she's a homeschooling mom and she's a boss, man. I have Amanda, who ideally wants to, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to happen, right? Instead of saying hopefully will, it's going to happen. She's going to retire her job at the end of the year. And you know what she was last January? A challenger that never wanted to work this business, ever. She told me no more times than I don't even know every time I would come to her. So the leaders on your team, we have Morgan up here, you guys. She's about to get out of the Air Force and run like a boss with this business. Why? Because her mindset, that is where she is like going to be a life coach. So you have got some amazing freaking leaders that are hustlers and that really have a passion and drive for this. You have to believe in yourself. You have to turn the mindset off of believing that you can to knowing it's going to happen. A leader knows it's going to happen, right? Last year, my word was belief. And I lost a lot of my belief until I threw the negativity out the freaking door. So if you have negative in your life, it might be really, really hard to get rid of that person, or it might be really hard to get rid of that situation. And I'll tell you right now, my best friend of 13 years, I had to finally draw a line in the sand because she was the most negative person in my life. And she dealt with cancer all year last year. And she finally got cleared, and she still complained every single day instead of like celebrating the fact that she is now clear of cancer. I couldn't deal with it anymore. My parents of 40 years are going through a freaking divorce. I told them if they can't be positive in my house, I don't want them here. I want those people that are going to have this positive mindset and that are positive in my life, because it changes the way you think about yourself. It changes the way your team is going to run. And I'm telling you, as soon as those people were out, my team went running. And I went from a diamond to a premier 3-star in 7 weeks. Okay? And I'm not kidding when I say that. I drew that line in the sand and I said, it's going to happen. There's no plan B. I want this. It's going to happen. And every single day I would wake up, it's going to happen. And so whatever affirmation that you have, your first thing is, I'm going to hit Success Club. I'm going to be an Emerald coach. Not, I think I can be. I'm going to hit it by next Wednesday. I will hit Success Club by January 30th. It's 3 people. Do not overcomplicate this. Write a list of 100 people that you know, 50 people that you know. Melissa, your list might be smaller, but you might have that connection and that interface more one-on-one since you are out all the time. Talk about it. You have I bet you guys, if there's something that you truly enjoy, you have no issues talking about it. You love those Nikes? Yep. You like those Lululemon pants? Yep. You want to travel overseas? You talk about it. Then why is it so hard for you to talk about your health and wellness when maybe that health and wellness helped you lose 50 pounds? It got you your life back. It gave you a community of women that support you and motivate you no matter what. And if they want to laugh in your face, cool. They'll be coming back 4 years from now. I promise you that. I have had people watching me for 4 years. You let them keep watching and you keep engaging with them and you keep asking them until they tell you not to, until they say, nope, I'm done. This isn't for me. And you're going to have people that fall off and you're going to have people that come back. The one thing that I've learned and the one thing I want you guys to learn, do not take personal offense if you know that you've done everything that you can. Okay? If you don't want to run a challenge group, cool. We have a forever group and we have a bar group going on right now. If you don't know how to invite, ask away. We have some invites that we could really help you with. If you're struggling with conversations, guess what? Put us in the conversation. We can totally help you out. And if you're scared to ask that person, you're meant to ask that person. If it scares you to ask that person, and I'm going to tell you this because there was a girl that I ran track with in high school and I was so afraid to ask her. And I finally reached out to her about 6 months ago and she said, Heather, I've been following you for the past 4 years. I just haven't had the balls to reach out to you. Hello? So if you're scared to message them, you're meant to message them. It should scare you. And you guys are all on this call for a reason. You're all here for a reason. And I'll say this, have fun with your journey. You're going to have bumps in the road. You're going to need, for me, I'm very, very, very honest, very vulnerable, but that is why I've grown the team I have. If you think I'm going to put on makeup to come to a call, you're not my tribe. Y'all, I show up half the time. Hey, I took a shower today. It's been a few days since I've taken a shower, and I'm going to be honest, okay? Life has hit me pretty hard behind the scenes. I was sick on Monday. Life happened yesterday. But you'll get the honest to God truth from me. You will get the love, the tough love. You'll get the motivation and you'll get the support from this team, not just from myself, but from this team. And you're never going to go through it alone. I remember when Amanda and I were shooting, she was my third star. She was going to make mine. I was like, you're going to do this. You're going to do this. Y'all, we stayed up until like 1 a.m. But there was no way I was letting her do that alone. And Morgan, she's all the way up in freaking Delaware. She's texting me, you're going to do it? You're going to do it? Because that's a type of team that you have just gotten yourself involved in. But at the same time, I will also say, if you're going through a hard time, if something's going on, we're there. Hands down. I know Jen, y'all, there was a text thread she just got on, but she had to have like emergency surgery and she had texted everybody that she was in the hospital. You better believe that we all checked up on her to make sure she was okay. I've never met Jen in my life, and I know one day I will. But the majority of the people I've met nowadays, 4.5 years into this business, are all from Instagram and Facebook. And they become true, honest friends for me. Amanda, I worked with back in like 2010, and we reconnected over Instagram, right? Morgan and we just met last year, and our lives are very, very similar. And there's not a day that goes by I don't talk to her. Same with Amanda. So just know that you've come into a team that really enjoys being together, and we are always here to answer any questions. So what I want to do for the rest of this call, we still have a little bit of time. I hope that really kind of gave you an insight into what our team culture is like. I know this is not a new coach call. I know this is not an Emerald call. I will share one more thing with you guys, and then I'll leave it and we'll go and I want to do a Q&A because I know for a fact people on here have questions. Advancing to an Emerald, I'm making it super, super clear for you guys, okay? It's you plus 2. So you plus your husband, you plus your best friend. I have myself, I have my husband, and then I've got my first ever coach that signed up with me. She's still with me. It doesn't always happen that way. The reason I've placed my spouse underneath me is because the more people that you place underneath him, the more volume goes up through him and then up through you. And you start further down the road, you'll start cycling. I know a lot of you guys don't understand that yet, but it is very beneficial. And the only product I ever keep under myself is my Shakeology, because you have to have 90 personal volume a month if you're going to be hitting Success Club, to hit Success Club and be active. I say that in a weird way, but to be an active coach, you have to have 50 personal volume. If you help 3 people a month, you have to have 90 personal volume to be considered Success Club, okay? So I keep everything else under my husband, which I call a controlled account, because you get the discount, you get the volume, and you get the commission. So you're actually getting your products at a cheaper price, okay? When you hit Emerald, you start to earn Team Cycle bonus, which we will go into. You qualify for customer leads, free leads, you guys. Consistently on a monthly basis, I've been I've hit Success Club all but 1 month in 4.5 years. I consistently get between 5 and 10 leads now a month, some paid, some unpaid. But those are free people that have gone just to the site, signed up, you connect with them. And I am consistently connecting with mine now because I'm finding that they connect back if you email them or you text them. And then you qualify for Success Club leads. And the Success Club leads are typically ones more, they've maybe purchased a challenge pack, or I call it a toolkit. So that is, advancing the Emerald, that's huge. And it's your first rank, and it's so exciting. You get a shout out. You get a call with the CEO, right? Am I wrong? No. Morgan, is that Success Starters? When you're a Success Starter, you get a call with the CEO. But once you hit Emerald rank, I'm going to put it out there for me. You guys get one-on-one time with me. Well, I'll block off a time during the week, and you guys can have a 30 to 60-minute call with me, go over your goals and how we're going to set and get there to the next one. And if you're not on my team, if you're still part of my team, trust me. Everybody's a part of my team. So let me stop sharing this. Let me open this up, and I'm going to open it up to the floor for questions. Let's see. Sorry I'm late. It's okay. Oh, gosh. Poor thing. Jen, everybody's like sick in her house. So what questions do you guys have? It's just our team. So feel free. You can type it in the chat. You can unmute yourself. You can raise your hand. Amanda, Morgan, if you guys have anything to say, these are 2 leaders, you guys. I would love to hear it. And if y'all can get to where your face is showing, I would love it, because I would love a picture for Instagram tonight. So just an FYI, if y'all can jump on with your video. If not, totally cool. Let's see. Amanda, you have anything to add to that? Because you are a newer coach. You literally have been coaching for a year, but it did not start off like this for you.
Yeah. No, it definitely did not start off like this for me. And like she said, I avoided coaching like the plague. I did not want to do it at all. But when you work on yourself and you show people how hard you're working on yourself and the positive changes you're making to yourself, people just want to know what you're doing. And they want to have, I started having conversations with people that I never probably would have, because they're like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You're looking good. You're looking healthy. And I think the best compliment I ever received was, you look happy. And I did. And it's an all over transformation. It's physical and mental, at the same time. So I think that's kind of when I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to give this a chance, because it's working for me. And why would I not want to share this when it can work for somebody else? my sister Anna is on the call, and she, like, we've always done everything together. And I told her, you know, like, I'm doing this, you should do this with me. And so she jumped in too, and she's changing her life too. And it's just kind of infectious once you get it going.
Katie, I know that you have in a previous life went for coaching, and you've shared your goals with me. What have been, maybe for some of the newer coaches that are on here, what have been some of your struggles recently? And if you guys don't follow Katie, she shows up every single day and she shows her true life, and I love it. So where are you at right now, and what are you struggling with?
Like, my biggest struggle is, like, because I was a coach before, everyone's like, well, what, you dropped out once before, like, what are you gonna, like, what's
You're good.
like, how can I trust you, like, you're not gonna drop out before? And so I tell them, like, why did I drop out? And that kind of seems to help, but still, like, they're so iffy on, like, well, where is she going to be in the next year or so?
And I think from that perspective, you just have to keep showing up. You have to show them that you're not going anywhere, right?
Yeah.
You had good reason to leave before, and you are back with a vengeance now. So you just have to keep showing up day in and day out and let people know, like, and you're in a happier place now. You've got a really different mindset now, and doing what you're doing and showing up every single day is just something that is infectious and contagious. And I love it. I love your energy that I see, and her raw and realness throughout the day. You guys go see it, because she shows you real life. She shows you what it's like to homeschool and, get your workouts in with the kids running everywhere. So that's what people want to see too. They don't want to see a highlight reel. If I can be so clear, show the real and the raw. And I love it because Erin did it on Facebook, and I was just like so proud of her, because you guys, she has been through so much with her stomach. And I mean, she just showed everything. And I was just, the fact that she was able to do that. And I bet you anything, she's going to change some lives. And I say that because she's not just showing the highlight reel. She has shown already, before she even signed up as a coach, she's shown what she has been through. So always know that, like, don't just show that. When I started showing my real self, and I started getting open and honest, because I ran this business for 2.5 years in Saudi. And when I was finally able to have a phone over there and show people what I really did on a daily basis over there, people were like, oh, like, no, you can't drive, can you? Like, no, I can't. Like, so be yourself. If that means you don't have your hair done and no makeup on, who cares? Who cares? You don't have to have makeup. You don't have to have a bun in your hair. Like, I say that because there's so many coaches that are like that, and it doesn't make them any different. You will see Lori, my coach, both ways. I mean, she'll show up some days where she is a hot mess, and I'm super close with her, and I'll go over there and I'll be like, oh, Lori, we need to show people, like, what's not behind your desk. We need to show everything this way. And I mean, I'll do it because, like, that's real life. So just think about that when you're doing stories, or when you're presenting yourself, or when you're going out. Like, a lot of the times people are I get stopped in Costco saying my legs look nice. I'm like, okay. Like, how weird is that? But it's just because I am a product of the product. So every time you go out there and you want to put on baggy clothes and you don't think you're feeling good, think about that. Think about that before you go. Melissa, this is actually your second time around coaching, and you started off as a discount coach, and now you want to help out with nursing school. And I think that is amazing. And you have started and are well on your way to your transformation again. So I think your biggest thing is going to be stepping outside of the fear of the unknown and just going for it. all of those healthcare professionals that need your help. Think about it that way. All those night nurses that are just sitting at a computer, not doing anything. They have their big old snack bags. 'Cause I know, like, I used to recruit nurses and I used to bring all the big boxes of candy and all of that to the hospitals. So just think about that. Showing what you're drinking, like if you're going in, your Energize or your Beach Bars or your Shakeology, be intentional with how you're providing the information to them. Okay.
I think my thing that stops me is that I'm very private on social media as it is. So I guess it's the mind block for me is just putting it, like, opening it out there on social media. It's
Right.
like, as you guys are all talking, so I'm trying to, like, think of ways. I'm like, okay, well, how do I, like, put this all out there? Because I generally don't. I'll rarely post things openly as it is.
Are you more comfortable talking in person to people?
Yes and no, but, like, I moved from Texas, so I
Right.
left a lot of that behind, and so mainly my connections here is mainly, like, around work. And now, like, in the setting where I am, it's, like, me and, like, 3 other people.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a mix of them between school. A lot of it I had to do online
Okay.
because, all that stuff. I don't mind the social media. It's just,
Right.
yeah, it's just putting it,
So for you, go ahead, Morgan?
Well, I was going to say that I think you will start to grow in that. And so you don't have to be a complete open book, right? There's a lot of my story I can't share much, like Heather couldn't share and still can't share parts of her story. So what I would encourage you to do are those little things that you think are, sorry, my dog's freaking out. The little things that you think are mundane, go, Max, in your day, start sharing those consistently. So if you were to come to my stories and watch them, you would probably notice that I do pretty much the same thing every morning. And then once I have to leave my house, I'm not on social media throughout the day unless I like have a lunch. And usually that's where I repost things other people have tagged me in. And then I come back at the end of the day. And so, but I show the consistency, but that's the stuff I get asked about are the things I'm consistent with. And if you have parts of your story that you're not ready to share yet, I would encourage you, what I've started doing is writing them down. So I essentially have like a journal of the things I'm going through and the parts of me that I can't share because I'm in the military and there are just things that I can't share at this point because I will jeopardize everything that I have left in my last little bit, right? So I'm writing those things down because in my head, I have decided I will be, and I've talked to Heather about this, like I will be on a stage one day sharing that story. I know that is going to happen. It's just not the right time now. So just start writing that stuff down and share the bits of your life that are what you are, right? So I do, Heather used this example the other day. I'm like super outdoorsy person. She is not, right? And so I will share like things about that for me, like when my family gets to go camping and that sort of thing together. I'm super open about that. I'm not super open about the work stuff. I'm super open about my home and what I do with it and my children. But I talk a little bit about my husband and where he is because he's in Korea, but I don't go into a lot of detail because I can't on that stuff. And so if you're just a naturally private person, that's probably the area you need to do personal development in, right? To figure out why you're private. Like introverted, I actually am more of an introverted person. I can turn it on. I'm a social worker. I talk to people for a living and listen to them, but I get mentally exhausted by that as well. And so I had to learn to talk into a camera and, this is almost 3 years later and I'm still learning that. But a lot of it is because I agree with Heather, personal development is the number one thing. If you are not growing mentally, then you could be doing all the other things and you will not move in your business. So if you feed into that part of you, then you will start to grow. And part of it is going to be, and it's not faking it because you're never going to change your personality, right? But you can change the way you see it and use it as a tool to advance to where you want to get.
And I know like Morgan, she's amazing with organization and she's amazing with like meal prep, like the bomb with meal prep. So she bulk preps a lot of her stuff, but that she shares all these little tips and tricks. So things like that, like turn that cap on and be like, what am I good at? Like, what do you think people want to see out of me? And just start showing those little things. And a lot of people on social media probably don't even know that you're on a journey, a health and wellness journey. So even starting to do it like that and just, I started my journey a few years ago. I've been doing these programs, but I finally have committed to A, B, and C. And I wanted to start sharing more of this with you guys. It's very simple, but they'll start watching you. Hey, Kelsey. How are you? Is there anything that you are just unsure of or you're having struggles with or that we can help you out with just kind of pushing forward?
Right now, I lack a lot of focus on Instagram.
Okay.
I can tell for sure that I don't have a solid brand around what it is and where I'm going with it at all. I could tell definitely after what Lori posted today in the group, I was like,
yes,
yeah. I was like, oh, I'm all over the board. So I was like, definitely need to focus in a lot more on that. Otherwise, though, I'm very much my own worst enemy when it comes to inviting people.
Okay.
So I guess it's just kind of breaking through the inner fears of how do you invite somebody but not sound like a salesperson,
right?
And I don't know how you say it,
so Amanda, for me, I come from a recruiting background, so my point and take on things is maybe a bit different. I always am building a relationship before I'm inviting. I will literally go to somebody's page, and if I like their jeans or if I like their, I saw this today and I was like, oh my gosh, your workout stuff's so cute. Where did you get it from? She wasn't following me before and she's followed me back. So now I have a connection with her and she responded back to me. So now I'll go back and do that a few more times. And then I just kind of say, hey, I noticed that you're into this health and fitness thing, or even if they're not, you can say, connect with them on a level that you're comfortable connecting with them on. For me, I know that I connect with a lot of nurses and a lot of nurse practitioners because I recruited them for 10 years. For some reason, they just kind of flock to me, but I can actually talk to them about things that are so far. And my jam is nutrition. So if somebody came to me and they started talking about nutrition, I'm like, yes, or gluten-free baking, or people love to ask me about my husband behind the scenes. And I'm very open about that. What you can start doing is asking questions in your Instagram stories. Like, hey guys, I see that thank you guys so much for following me. I am going to, I want to start talking more about what you guys want to see more of. And, you can put a little box that says, what would you like to see from me? And then that'll give you a gauge on why people come to your page, even if it's a small amount of people, why people come to your page. And then you can start having conversations. Anybody that, either does that or looks at that slide, go out to them and I'll send you some invites for people that are following you or looking at your stories. Just say, hey, thanks so much for engaging. I really appreciate it. I know it's hard to put my life out there sometimes, but also know that I'm always there for you. If you ever, need anything, my door is always open. And that's a way to invite without saying, hey, I'm running this group every single month. Do you want to come join me? But you have opened the door now, letting them know that you are there for them.
Perfect.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes a lot more sense.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just be comfortable with it. And I do a lot of cold inviting, but I don't go say, hey, will you come join my accountability group? I get to a point, like if I've followed up with somebody so much, they know like, okay, I've been saying I want to do this for a while. She'll probably come ask me on a monthly basis, how are you doing? And I always follow up and ask how they're doing, how their life's going, what's changed, like, are you in a new job? So I never ask like, hey, come join my group. And then like, how's your life? I always lead with like what's going on with life. And I look at their Instagram or I look at their Facebook before I even ask that question.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Jen, you ready to run, girl, in February? I'm wondering if she's frozen. Can you hear us? Oh, let me unmute you. Are you there, Jen? Okay, I'll come back to Jen. Erin, is this overwhelming to you? Okay, good. I just thought trying to hear from other people, and a lot of them are actually really new or they're just starting to coach. So this is only like
I look like a character right now, so forgive me, guys.
Hey, it's fine. We all are hot messes. It's not a big deal. That's how we run our business. So
and I'm just so I was painting all day. Yeah, no, like my biggest fear, like, okay, so I don't really do social media all that much. Like I upload pictures of my kids, like share it with family. So I have to learn that. But my biggest thing is like, I'm terrified of letting my husband know because he will make fun of me. He will make fun of me. And like, my husband is my biggest negative everything right now. Like and actually I'm going to go deadbolt so he can go hang out for a little bit while I say this. Like, it's that bad. Like, he is just so like, you don't do anything. And I'm like, do you understand? I've had 5 surgeries in 1 year in my abs. And I will show you, ladies, like real quick. Like I don't want a sob story, but
she's had a hard year, y'all.
This is, and I'm gonna have one in February. So I would love to go run a race, and I would love to go do all the things, but I just feel like my health, like, but I know I can do it. Like, y'all, I can do it. Like, I will go to the gym every day. Like, I'm dedicated to my diet. Like, and I'm so ready, like, for the change. I spend 2 hours. Have any of y'all heard of Rachel Hall? Like, oh my gosh, I love her. Like, just and then Dave, now get out of your own way. And I'm doing all these things, but I'm not letting my husband know because he's not going to bring me down.
Right.
He's just not. Like, I will not let that happen. And if he has to, I'm now moving out of this apartment and moving where there's a garage. And he can buy a couch if he wants to bring me down because it's not going to happen anymore. And I'm just like, I'm at that point. Like, I get up at 4 a.m. and I spend 2 hours. Rachel says 1, I spend 2. Like, I do the Brendon Burchard, I do all that because I need to be mentally like fit to. I had my mom bring all this stuff to the hospital, and I will again. And I'm just, y'all, I don't want to have another surgery. I'm really, really scared. It's a huge fear because last time I had a surgery, it put me in the hospital, and that's when I got down to 70 pounds and about died. I had to sign over my next of kin from my husband to my mom because she could be there to make decisions for me. And thank God. And then all of a sudden I decided I was alive. Like, figure out what you're meant for. And the only thing my passion is to work out, to help people, and to grow as a human being and all the things. And so I'm super excited. I'm really bummed that next month is going to be my next surgery. So I'm going to be out. I 6 to whatever weeks. But y'all, I'm ready to do this. And then I'm ready to share my journey. However, and like listen to y'all, and y'all help me tell people like this is what, because I don't know how to tell people. I will randomly like post because people ask me that care about me, and I know people care about me. And I'm like, okay, so here y'all go. So I'm not good with social media, but I know I can. I know I can be because I love people. So I really think I can do this. And then I know I'm going to hit the gym back with a vengeance because I already have, even though the doctor tells me it's not good. Which, that's over there. But like, how do you take someone who loves, like their addiction is getting the endorphins of just, like I walk on the treadmill. I don't run. I don't do any of that. Like I walk, incline, get my heart rate up. I get my endorphins and I feel good, you know, when I leave. So there's that. But I don't want to spend too long on me. Like it's not about that, but I'm going to need help, y'all, because I'm starting this in a place where I'm about to go into where I can't do much.
So
That's
and you know what? This is what you do. So I think this is the perfect opportunity for you to take people on your journey. You know, this is going to be the perfect opportunity for you to say, I mean, mentally, you are rocking it out with your personal development. So you are getting out of your own way. Now it's time to say, this surgery is not going to stop me. I have a community of women that are here for me. I have a community that I can talk to, that I can come to, that I can turn to. I have nutrition that I can focus on, even though I can't hit the gym every single day. And I'm going to come out of this surgery stronger than I went into it.
Mm-hmm.
And no, you might not be able to go to the gym. And no, you might not, you know, but you have to go into this and say, and if it's your mom, every day, I need my Shakeology, I need my books. I want to take people through this journey to getting healthy again. Because I will not go back down the road that we did on my last surgery. And you literally show up every day, and you just, even if it's just kind of this is where I'm at today, this is what I'm doing today, people will start watching and they're going to start noticing. And even if you have one-on-one conversations, Erin, with people, let them know that you've decided to jump in this journey and say, I want you guys to go on this nutrition journey with me because I need to be held accountable and I want to be held accountable, but I also want you to be held accountable because it's going to be a long road for all of us. So instead of going into your surgery with a negative mindset, go into it and say, I'm going to come out of this stronger than I was before it. And Mom, this is how I need you to help me. I need you to make sure A, B, and C are set up every single day. I want to make sure people understand that I'm, getting my Shakeology, getting my nutrition in, and I'm still able to do, show people that I can be healthy, even if I can't step foot in a gym. Because it's not always about stepping foot in a gym or working out. There's so much more to this health and wellness journey than just the physical piece of it.
Yep, I want to echo what Heather said. I was thinking the same thing. If your mom's there and willing to help you, I would say use your stories as almost like a video diary to provide a check-in every day to let people know how you're doing and what that's looking like. And when you are unable to do that, like maybe when you're in recovery and stuff, ask your mom to be using your phone to document it for you and kind of to jot down some notes so that when you are in a place where you're ready to do posts, you have that information, and then you can talk about that too, right? Max, what are you freaking out over? You can talk about the support, right? Don't bash your husband. Never would say to do that on social media ever. But you can talk about the support. You can also talk about the support of this community. And whatever you do, just lean into us. So my husband now is working out, right? And I know that Chris is now like doing more on his social media, but that's 3 years in and he's finally doing that. And he wasn't negative about it, but I know that there was a lot of hesitation with like, are you going to stick with this and how long is it going to last and that sort of thing. So don't ever feel like you have to try and pull him in. I love the fact that you're like, I'm just going to do it anyways. Just do it and let him watch you, and he will eventually see the change in you, and he'll see how important it is to you without you having to nag him about it. But yeah, when you're doing it, lean into us and ask your mom to help you with, just like Heather said, set everything up, make sure you've got everything you need. And then when you are unable because you're recovering to take care of things, have her just at least document it so you have something to go back to.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. Amanda, I see that you're on. Are you able to talk, or do you have questions, concerns, anything that we can help you out with? Because I know you're always rocking your journey and you're always busy. Anna, I know you're on. I see, well, I don't see you. I see your name. Is there anything that kind of resonated with you tonight, or that we can help motivate you? I see you all over your stories again, and it makes my heart so happy. But I love that you're tagging me and holding yourself accountable to things. And Anella's all the way in Hawaii. Anella, are you good? Do you have anything? I know that you have been on and off and struggled a little bit, and I see you coming back with a vengeance. I love it. And what can we help you do, and how can we keep you accountable over in Hawaii? Let me see. Okay. I'm wondering if they just, okay. Anyway, okay. Oh, sorry, no mic here. Okay, cool. Hold on. She said, I just need to get over myself and invite. Yes, you do, because you've hit Success Club 10 before. I know you can do it. And you have an amazing, amazing, amazing story. And not a lot of people know your story. I know your story, and I don't know all of your story. And I think that you just need to be vulnerable, and you need to get out of your way, and you just need to show up, and you need to invite. Everybody there at Goodwill should be doing what you're doing. Do it after work. Do it before work. Do it during your break. I see you every single day, and I know that you have this in you, and you have been one of my solid emeralds for all 4 years that I've been coaching. And I see it in you, and I know that you can do this. You literally just have to get out of your way, say, I don't care who says no to me, and just invite. It's a non-negotiable. If you want your business to grow, you guys, whether you want to or whether you don't, you're non-negotiable. You have to invite every day. And in person, on social media, your friends on Facebook. I say Facebook's a warm market. Go on there and invite away. I say Instagram is a cold market. You'll get a lot of your warm market on there, but you can build a cold market on there, right? And, like Morgan said, for Erin, make a new account. If you can't remember your account, let's start fresh and use Instagram stories as a diary. As we can set you up. I can show you how to set up things on there, so you can take people through your journey of your surgery and how this is going to be going. Because, girl, there are so many people out there that have probably very similar things going on that you have no idea about, and you could probably get so much more support and connections on Instagram than you ever will on Facebook with that. So I'm going to wrap up tonight. I hope this isn't our typical Wednesday night call. I normally have like a huge topic I want to go over, but I just wanted to jump on, go over Team Cup, and kind of let our newer coaches ask questions, go over objections, what they're seeing. And also, you guys, we are going to go and we're going to follow you guys and we're going to help you guys out. And look in the Embrace Empire Coaches page. So I pull a lot of stuff from Lori's page onto our page, so it's a smaller platform and you don't have to worry about it. But if you guys connect over on the Embrace Empire Coaches page, you're going to see all of the important information that you need, okay? Anything that I think is important off Lori's page, I will pull over to our page, so it's not, you don't have to scroll through all the time. She is in the process right now of redoing all of our trainings. I always tell her, I don't mind talking if you can do all the picture and trainings. She's awesome at it, and she has a good graphic designer, so I told her she can roll with that. But just lean in. If I can say anything, lean in. If something hard is going on, lean in. Don't cut out. There's a girl, Carrie, and I noticed she wasn't showing up for a few days. I like text her and I'm like, what is going on? This is not like you. She was like, I never would have thought my coach would have reached out to me. I'm here, you guys. I'm always here. And if I can't get back to you in a second, go in our text thread, tag one of us. We're here for you. And I promise you that. I don't care if I will be in Saudi Arabia all summer, I will still be here for you. Okay? So with that being said, I hope that this was a good solid call for all of your new coaches. If you guys see names on here, definitely get to know each other. I know I have right now Erin and Katie, Melissa, I'll put you in the new coaches. There's only about 5 of you guys in there. So it's a good thread for you guys to kind of bounce things off, invite, hold each other accountable, and push that way. Amanda, myself, Morgan, and Chelsea will be putting together the Team Cup teams. So make sure that you guys have commented on the Team Cup thread. I'll go post it to the announcement section in our team page. And as soon as we get off our call tonight, I will go ahead and put this on YouTube and have it as a link, and I'll post it in our coaches page as well. So hope that this was an awesome call for you guys. And just remember, if you're not having fun on your journey, take a step back, regroup, talk to your coach, and refigure it out. And I say that because every 6 months, you're going to probably have to take a step back, breathe, and find something new and fun to do again. And I have found my joy this year in actually doing leadership books, as I'm switching my tune as far as like personal development. I am finding joy in learning how to be a better leader. Not something that I would have done probably in the past, but now I'm finding joy in it because I want to teach you guys the right way to do things. So I love everybody, and I will have this call every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. So I'm putting it on the calendar. Be there, be square, unless I am somewhere else. And even so, Morgan or Amanda might, we might switch off and run calls, or I might have a guest speaker on this night. So this call will stay consistent every Wednesday night. If you can hop on, I'll go ahead and get it scheduled throughout the rest of the next. I'll go do this over the next 6 months until I head to Saudi. So I hope you guys have a great night, and always, always, always let us know if you need anything. Bye, guys.